Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Jamaica News in Review. Male child found wandering in Portmore. The St. Catherine told police are seeking the public's assistance in reuniting this child with his family. He was found wandering at the Portmore Mall, St. Catherine on Sunday, June 10, between 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. He was unable to give his name, however, he gave his mother's name as Raquel Campbell. Anyone with information that can assist the police in identifying and reuniting him with his family is being asked to contact the Waterford Police Station at 876-988-1763, 119 Police Emergency Number, or the nearest police station. Health Ministry warns of fake release downplaying monkeypox. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has dismissed a fake press release purportedly from the ministry that downplays the monkeypox disease. In the document circulating online under the headline, Debunking Monkeypox Myth, the ministry purportedly urges calm and a return to normalcy. It states that monkeypox symptoms are mild and treatments are routine and available, noting that no one has died from the disease during the ongoing global outbreak. In a tweet Sunday morning with the hashtag fake news, the ministry advised the public that it sent out no such release. Jamaica confirmed it first case of monkeypox last week. The patient presented to the public health system on July 5th, having arrived in Jamaica some 5 days earlier from the United Kingdom. Symptoms of monkeypox, a viral disease, include fever, intense headache, swelling of the lymph nodes, back pain, muscle ache, lack of energy, and/or rash. Person-to-person spread occurs through direct contact with monkeypox skin ligand or scabs, contact with clothing or linen, such as bedding or towel, used by an infected person, and coughing or sneezing. The virus enters the body through broken skin, even if not visible, the respiratory tract, or the mucous membrane, eye, nose, or mouth. The incubation period is between 5 and 21 days. Members of the public who experience fever, intense headache, muscle aches, and/or rash on the skin must immediately isolate and call ahead to their health center or doctor before visiting. Policeman slaps woman during Central Kingston confrontation. A viral video making rounds on social media shows a physical altercation Saturday between policemen and residents in the section of Central Kingston popularly referred to as Spoilers. The 42-second video shows policemen tussling with residents, which apparently did not take kindly to the cops' presence in the area. Come out, watch it for me, so," a female is heard shouting. At one point in the video, a policeman is seen slapping a woman. The cops are reportedly responding to a shooting incident in the area. Portmore man John McGee reported missing. 33-year-old John McGee, sales agent of Southeast 32 Place, 31 Way, Greater Portmore in St. Catherine, has been missing since Friday, July 8. He is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 9 inches tall. Reports from the Portmore police are that about 10 a.m., McGee was last seen at home. His mode of dress at the time he went missing is unknown. He has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of John is being asked to contact the Portmore police at 876-989-8422, 119 Police Emergency Number, or the nearest police station. Nearly $1 billion in traffic tickets issued by the police in 2021. Nearly $1 billion in traffic tickets were issued by the police last year, according to the 2021 edition of the Economic and Social Survey Jamaica, ESSJ. According to the survey, which is published by the Planning Institute of Jamaica, a total of 476,879 traffic tickets were issued during year under review. It represented an increase of 18.04% when compared to 2020. The tickets for which fines totaled more than 968 million were for various traffic offences, the most common being not wearing seatbelt, which accounted for 27.4%. This was followed by excessive speeding at 10.7%. Hundreds of millions of dollars flowed into the government's coffers as a result of, at year-end, 48% of tickets with fines at 456.9 million had been paid at tax office in Jamaica. 4.3%, valued at 54.9 million, was settled in court. 39.7%, valued at 381 million, was before the court while the balance was still outstanding. JCF shakes up divisional commanders. Several divisional commanders in the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has been reassigned by Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson. The list of transferred were published in the Force Orders on Friday. Head of the Westmoreland Division Superintendent Robert Garden has been reassigned to the Force Development and Logistics Portfolio FDLP. Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Wayne Joseph has been the acting head of Westmoreland Division for some time. Meanwhile, Senior Superintendent Jacqueline Combs will move from Area 2 headquarters in St. Mary to the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, IPROB. Senior Superintendent Calvin Small has been transferred from IPROB to the Planning Research and Development Branch. Head of the Manchester Police Division Superintendent Lloyd Darby is moving to Portland and will be replaced by Superintendent Shane McCullough from the National Police College of Jamaica. In the meantime, Portland's top cop Superintendent Kenneth Chin will now take charge of St. Elizabeth as Senior Superintendent Dwight Daly moves from the Breadbasket Parish to Criminal Investigations Branch CIB. The new assignments become effective on July 25. Taxi driver gunned down while waiting to pick up wife at work. A widow has been left devastated after her husband was fatally shot while he waited to pick her up from work in St. Andrew. The attack happened about 11:40 on Tuesday night on Emerald Drive off Red Hills Road. The deceased has been identified as 39-year-old taxi operator Kevin Grant, who was found in a Toyota Probox motor car by the police. The body had multiple gunshot wounds. His widow is employed at International Biscuit Limited IBL, which is a part of the separate group of companies. The factory is located on Valentine Drive, which connects to Emerald Drive. Separate Chief Executive Officer Richard Pandoni told reporters that information indicated that the taxi driver who was waiting to pick up his wife, who is an employee at IBL, got into an altercation with gunmen who tried to rob him. He was shot and killed in the attack. A staff bus with 5 workers aboard was caught in the crossfire with a bullet hitting the windshield. No one aboard the bus was injured. Pandoni described the incident as very traumatic for the workers who were on the bus. He said counseling sessions are to be arranged, especially for the grieving widow. Police are still investigating. Senior NCB employee arrested in multi-million-dollar fraud. A senior employee at the National Commercial Bank was arrested by the police fraud squad on Wednesday over an alleged multi-million-dollar racket uncovered this week. The man was nabbed in St. Andrew. Dan Nicholson, NCB's manager of special investigations in its fraud prevention unit, declined to comment on the matter. Assistant Commissioner of Police Anthony McLaughlin, who heads the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division, confirmed the development. But McLaughlin stated he could not give additional details because he had just received a report on the matter. Last May, a former NCB senior manager, Andrea Garden, who admitted to spending $34 million from the financial institution, was sentenced to a total of 7 years and 6 months in prison. Search continues for a Kingston Wharf's worker who fell off ship. Rescue efforts continue Wednesday evening for a Kingston Wharf employee who fell overboard a vessel docked at Berth 8 late Tuesday evening, July 12. SSP Wayne Cameron, commanding officer for the Port Division, reported that the employee, who has been identified as 38-year-old Scott Banbury, was performing stevedoring operations aboard a vessel when he lost his footing and hit his head on his way down before going underwater. He fell from the cargo ship, and we have not been able to find him since, but we did activate our search systems. That's the Marine Police with the support of the Jamaica Defense Force JDF Coast Guard, and they went until 2 yesterday morning, but were unsuccessful in finding this employee, SSP Cameron said. He added that the search operations continue around 7 a.m. by private divers and those from the JDF, but bad weather conditions and landing issue due to the murky water created a challenge. As we speak, we have activated our search units again, the Marine Police, supported by the Coast Guard, and we're going to do another search before nightfall. Hopefully, we'll be successful in locating this gentleman, SSP Cameron stated. He added that the police are doing everything to locate Banbury, and that search efforts will continue as long as conditions permit the police to do so. Jelani Walker cleared to join Jamaica team in Eugene. There was some good news in the Jamaican camp in Eugene as sprinter Jelani Walker was cleared by team doctors and joined the other members of the team. Reporters were told by the liaison officer Dennis Garden that Walker had fallen ill and was unable to join the team, but said later the athlete's health had improved and he was able to join his teammates. Walker had placed fourth in the men's 100-meter final at the Jamaican Championships last month, running 10 minutes 0 seconds, and is expected to join Ewan Blake, Brian Seville, and Akeem Blake on the men's 4x100 relay team in the upcoming World Athletics Championships. JFF condemns racial abuse aimed at reggae girl Trudy Carter. The Jamaica Football Federation has released a statement condemning the reported racial abuse online of national senior women's player Trudy Carter. Carter was reported the subject of racial abuse on Instagram following the Reggae Girls' 4-0 defeat of Caribbean neighbors Haiti in the CONCACAF Women's Championship. The Jamaica Football Federation would like to reiterate in no uncertain matter that there is no place for racism, discrimination, or abuse within or outside the game of the football, the JFF said. We are incensed that Jamaica player Trudy Carter was the subject of racial abuse on Instagram after she played so well to ensure that Jamaica qualified for successive Women's World Cups, the statement continued. The Federation stands in full support of all players and will do all possible to ensure their protection and well-being. The JFF said CONCACAF is aware of the reported abuse of Carter. Carter was the scorer of the open goal in the win that qualified Jamaica for the 2023 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. World champs McPherson Parchment named team captains. Olympic champion Hansa Parchment and World Indoor bronze medalist Stephanie Ann McPherson has been named the men's and women's team captains of the Jamaica team for the 18th World Athletics Championships that start in Eugene, Oregon on Friday. The announcement was made by the team media liaison officer Dennis Garden after a meeting on Tuesday evening at the team camp. Also at the meeting, the responsibilities of the coaches were confirmed. Maurice Wilson was named technical leader, while the veteran Glenn Mills is on board as a consultant. Bert Cameron will be responsible for the 400-meter runners and the mixed relay team, Lennox Graham all hurdles and 4x100-meter women, Paul Francis 4x400 women and mixed relay, Julian Robinson throws, Ronaldo Walcott women's sprint and women 4x100-meter relay, Marlon Gale jumps and 4x400 men, and Gregory Little male sprints and men's 4x100 relay. Isat Buchanan under fire for rant on Jamaicans concerned about monkeypox. Prominent attorney at law and human rights advocate Isat Buchanan is under fire on social media site Twitter after he questioned the concerns Jamaicans have expressed about monkeypox, claiming that this is why looking a certain way, including being ugly. You made sure to have a doctor in the house this morning because I want to know why are some Jamaicans so worried about monkeypox when they already look a certain way, the attorney questioned. That's all I want to know. It's always the people. You ever notice? Ugly people always worry about pretty things. Now here comes monkeypox, he elaborated. Buchanan made the comments on national television while co-hosting a program with People's National Party PNP politician Raymond Price. Interestingly, Buchanan is the chairman of the People's National Party Human Rights Commission. A video of the moment when Buchanan made the comment on the TV program has gone viral, with many persons seemingly left shock and outrage at his remarks. Listen, I have to say this, Buchanan said, while being interrupted by Price. Buchanan persisted in his comments despite Price pointedly telling him to wait. A seemingly shocked Price remained silent throughout the commentary from the attorney, who in turn thereafter asked Price if he would like to respond to his Buchanan's assertions. I think we should move on, responded Price. Still, Buchanan would not relent in his views on monkeypox and the concerns some Jamaicans have in relation to the disease. And I am saying that some of the spots look just like acne, and people walking around and them face bumpy like that. Fix it, Jesus, fix it, the attorney said before the video ends. One of the characteristics of monkeypox is a rash or skin lesions. A firestorm has since erupted on social media as persons have been calling out for the attorney on his remarks. So Buchanan is supposed to be the human rights face for the People's National Party, And here he is, describing some Jamaicans as ugly already and therefore shouldn't worry about monkeypox, tweeted Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, State Minister in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. As a race, we have already endured being called monkey. What a disgraceful comment, she added. In responding to Cuthbert-Flynn's comments on the video, a woman tweeted, "I was so irritated when I saw this and still am. There's no way he should be left scot-free and not be reprimanded by the television station." Another person tweeted, "This is a Buchanan utterance on the monkeypox virus disease in Jamaica is despicable. Man act like a big youth. Fix it, Jesus, fix it." Government Senator Natalie Campbell Rodriguez also chimed in the discussion. "We must not allow an audience or a mic to take control of us and our utterances. Self-control is a key ingredient for leadership of any kind," she tweeted. "Always respect fellow Jamaicans, never make fun of acne problems, as it is often tied to one's self-esteem," she added. Another Twitter user stated, "OMG, he will come out and apologize, but say it was only a joke. Human rights cheer?" Shake my head. The right is to be treated with dignity, no matter how you look, talk, your race, class, or so on. Surely, there is better out there to represent the people. Jamaica recorded its first case of monkeypox last Wednesday after a man who traveled from the United Kingdom tested positive. The patient remains in isolation at the hospital in Clarendon following a brief departure from the medical facility on Saturday, which caused Jamaicans to express fear that the virus could spread locally. The symptoms of monkeypox, a viral disease, include fever, intense headache, swelling of the lymph nodes, back pain, muscle ache, lack of energy, and/or rash. Person-to-person spread occurs through direct contact with monkeypox skin lesions or scabs, contact with clothing or linen such as bedding or towels, used by an infected person, and coughing or sneezing. The virus enters the body through broken skin, the respiratory tract, or the membrane, eye, nose, and mouth. The incubation period is between 5 and 21 days. Members of the public who experience fever, intense headache, muscle ache, and/or rash on the skin should immediately isolate and call ahead to their health center or doctor before visiting. All members of the public should wear a mask, frequently wash hands, and practice physical distancing as part of infection prevention and control efforts, the Health Ministry said. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.